get the sense that because it's one of the only things to achieve from the breakaway today, if they don't stay away until the finish line, it's going to be hotly contested, and Liam Slock of Lotto is wanting to go pretty early here. He's tried to get the jump, get the riders by surprise, and has latched himself onto the wheel of Mads Pedersen. They round this sweeping left-hand bend. Big, oh, and a dog onto the road. No consequences there. Kept on the leash. Let's see, Mads Pedersen just slots himself into the wheel of Ethan Vernon. Philipsen, well, he's not going to contest. It's going to be Ethan Vernon in that white jersey who takes the 10 points. Tom Pidcock and his ambitions of trying to take a stage victory today are pretty clear. Quite a steep descent down the other side into Chiusa de Pescio.
Attention here also on this wet descent for the peloton later on. There's some tricky turns here. They will feel the tail whip, these riders in the back here. Oh, and
crash.
Chances of crashes here, as we've always seen. There's a
George Bennett by the looks of things here.
That mechanical he had.
Yeah, quite a day for the riders from the USA, that final day of Paris-Nice, wasn't it? Oh, crash there by several riders on the roundabout. They've slid out, all of the riders there on the right-hand side from Visma Lease bike. Vingegaard's down.
Vingegaard running to grab his bike there. That's where it's slippery, what we were warning about, and then there was just one rider.
Pidcock's down. Tom Pidcock, sorry, Koendekoort. Tom Pidcock is down, and he's one of the main favourites for the stage victory today. He's the big leader of Q36.5. See, we go into this roundabout. One of the riders there from Q36.5 just loses the front wheel, but also a crash on the left-hand side. Going into some fans.
It may still grow quite a little bit, because here we see Jonas Vingegaard, as we said before, hasn't made it back to the peloton yet. So definitely everyone in the bunch is going to wait for these guys to come back.
Thumbs up. Blows a kiss, he's fine.
See a little
Got
bit
an
of blood.
abrasion on the left elbow there for Jonas Vingegaard after that crash, but he's being piloted well.
Seems like he is trying to get up the road again now, and these two other riders here, Glivar and Utruba, who were
6.3 kilometers, but this is hurting. It's been a long day out in the breakaway already. And how the grimaces on the faces of Soren Kragh Andersen and Ben Turner start to appear. You can see a group of 40, 50 riders, other riders still fighting to try and hang on. Julien Bernard clicks it down again. He's got Giulio Ciccone on the wheel. Little Trek are so well positioned, and here's the arrival of Tom Pidcock.
Sepp Kuss just behind, and now we see an attack here.
Marc Soler is going to try and ignite things with just over 500 meters to go, inside 500 meters, and it's Marc Soler of UAE Team Emirates XRG who's going to try and go early. This is going to force Sepp Kuss to try and close the gap, try and set things up for Jonas Vingegaard. Vingegaard comes round the long way, little acceleration. It's forced Tom Pidcock to try and get onto the wheel and bide his time. It all comes and amounts to nothing. Perhaps a good tactic for UAE Team Emirates. Felix Gall on the left-hand side of Decathlon Étoile Mondial. They come into the mist, they come into the fog here, and it's Felix Gall who's trying to go for a stage victory. Here comes Pidcock. Pidcock who's trying to go for a stage victory here in La Vuelta. He's being challenged by Giulio Ciccone. Pidcock's going to run out of legs. Ciccone's going. It's Vingegaard who's coming round the outside. Vingegaard's the nearest challenger. Here comes Bernal. Bernal, the Colombian champion. Can he try and get there? Well, this is going to be a close one on the line. Vingegaard believes he got there. Jonas Vingegaard of Visma Lease bike. Despite a crash, nothing could stop the Dane.
But yeah, Ciccone running out of legs just a little bit, just starting to slow down, and just at the moment that Vingegaard found his pace and found this sprint, that real training on that explosiveness is definitely working out. But we may be able to see how much the difference is here, and it is really not much, but it is a clear victory here still for Jonas Vingegaard, but not by much. That is
millimeters.